Hi, I'm Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. Today we're going to look at Test 4, Section 2, number 35, which reads, the designer envisions the game's fundamental elements, the settings, characters, and plots that make each game unique, and is thus a primary creative force behind a video game. And as you can see, we got to do a little bit of scrolling here because the answers are here, but the sentence is down there. So we got to scroll to see the end of the sentence. And it says number 35 up top, and answer choice A is always no change. So in considering this question, if we look at answer choice A, remember your rule for a colon. Most times teacher will tell you that a colon is used before a list. That's not a complete and accurate description of the colons used. For a colon question to be correct, there has to be a complete thought before the colon, an independent clause before the colon. In other words, what comes before the colon has to be able to be alone as its own sentence. So if we read this, the designer envisions the game's fundamental elements. That could not be its own sentence. Answer choice A is wrong. Answer choice B, wrong for the same reason, because you do not have a complete thought before it. Answer choice D is wrong for the same reason. A semicolon, you need a complete thought before and after the semicolon. For the purpose of SAT anyway, there is another use for the semicolon that's not tested on the SAT. So the correct answer has to be answer choice C. So reading with C in place, the designer envisions the game's fundamental elements, the settings, characters, and plots that make each game unique, and thus is a primary creative force behind a video game. Another rule that you might remember in considering your answer choice here is if a phrase could be taken out of the sentence, and this is not an absolute rule, but many times, most times, it's got to have the same punctuation on both sides of the phrase. So either a comma before and after, a dash before and after, or parentheses before and after. Never a colon before and after, never a semicolon before and after. But if you see the dash before an answer in answer choice C, you should be able to take it out and it should still be a complete thought. And when we do that, it still works. The designer envisions the game's fundamental elements and is thus a primary creative force behind a video game. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like, share it with someone who could benefit from it, or you could tag them in the comments. If there's any question you'd like to see solved from any past official SAT, PSAT, or ACT, leave that in the comments as well. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.